What's interesting me at the moment is I've seen you come on leaps and bounds over the last few years. Up until a few years ago, I believe you'd not peaked, certainly not peaked, but you'd got to the ultimate. You just had the act was perfect, yeah. And a lot of that, in my mind, was scripting the way you talk to the audience. And I know you obviously come off script and go back on script, but can you explain to me and anyone watching at home, do you have any secrets to how you build a script? Mm-hmm. Or is it done in separate sections with each effect and then put together?
It's a very good question. I think my interest was sparked by hearing an interview by Paul Daniels, mm-hmm. who famously said not a single episode of the Paul Daniels Magic Show was ever scripted.
Yeah.
And I watched his series and I thought, wow, it's so professional, it's so slick.
Right.
What an amazing showman to be able to do that.
Yes.
But then equally, you see so many performers who don't pay any attention to script and it's very haphazard. Mm-hmm. There can be lines that work. There can be lines that definitely don't work. There can be very dead moments.
Yes.
So you do need a script, I believe.
Yeah.
But there are different ways of formulating that script. Mm-hmm. The biggest secret I can pass on to anyone is film every single show you do.
That's great.
Right?
Advice.
Film every single show you do, and then you keep writing out your script from the footage. Mm-hmm. And what you'll find is that every time you work, maybe you get a line that you hadn't thought of before.
Yes.
You then add that into your script. Mm-hmm. Maybe you find you've got a joke that's not playing well. It's not really reaching the audience in the way you want.
So you listen to the audience's feedback as well.
Yes.
Listen to their applause.
Yes.
Their laughter.
Yes.
Etc. Etc.
Your script becomes a running, ongoing process, an analysis of that footage, both pictorially and from an auditory point of view.
So you're also learning how not to step on an applause, etc.
Correct.
Because you'll pick that up straight away, which you might not pick up when you do it.
Correct, because when you read on paper, if you read a gag out on paper, often gags just don't work when mm-hmm. you read them out.
Yeah.
When you watch it back, you think, oh, maybe I can pause a little bit here. Maybe I can add a pause there. Maybe I need to be quicker with pace.
Yes.
Maybe I need to say something funnier during my introduction. Mm-hmm. So from your very first piece of footage, you then type out all the words.
Yes.
Okay? And then every single time you work, you want to be aiming to replicate that script.
Yes.
But improve it.
Right.
And so with your next piece of footage, you then alter the script. Your next piece of footage, you then take a bit out, yes. adding it, and you keep doing this.
Yes. This is very similar to what comedians do.
Yeah.
A lot of stand-up comedians, they just listen to the sound. Obviously, all they got to do is push a dictaphone and start their act.
Yeah.
And they play back as many times as they want and listen to all the bits and pieces and add bits in.
Yeah, I think the beauty of filming from a magician's perspective is you can look
at the visual.
Yeah, you got your prop management.
Yes.
Now you know that you're becoming quote unquote truly professional when the movement of a table or the position of a deck of cards is as important as your opening line. Mm-hmm. It's that attention to detail that you really want to focus in on.
Yeah.
If you start writing out a script from day one, oh, what would I say here? It becomes very Mr. Beanie, it becomes very robotic,
yes.
and it often doesn't read well to that audience.
So on day one, would you already put in callbacks and things, or is this something that develops as you move in the script forward?
So I think you need to have a formula, which we will go into in further detail with our surprise announcements.
All right, okay.
There is a formula, but day one, if I was starting all over again, I'd have bullet points.
Okay.
And I'd work off those bullet points. So you know the order of your tricks, you got your bullet points for your script, and then you film.
Yes. Yeah. So you've got less pressure as to learning a full script. You're working off the bullet points.
But I do believe that full script is absolutely necessary. So you can come off, ad-lib with the audience, deal with this situation, and then hop straight back onto script.
Of course.
The biggest mistake I made, Phil, was the wrong assumption that a rigid script created a rigid performer. This is completely false.
Yeah.
I made that mistake many times. A rigid script creates a fluid, professional performer who is able to react and to respond to any situation.
Okay. And this is something you're going to give us some more information on at a later date, I understand.
Well, we do have a very big surprise announcement
Yes,
for the magic
yeah.
community.
Yeah.
So watch this space. Yeah.
That'll be fun. Yeah.
Thanks, bud.
Thank you. Cheers, Chris.